the lead singer for this band, and so I ended up he gave me a shirt, which was really cool. Alright guys, so coming of love interest spread. Just see here where so I'm pulling 12 cards. The first card I pulled is who is your coming love interest. Second card, you know, what do they do for their livelihood. 3 is a card to speak about their quality, and now I'm pulling for what could be their possible downfall or an area of work, you know, area of improvement. And this card's fun. This is a card to indicate maybe, possibly, anything about what they may look like in the 3D, any type of clues. Okay, so I pulled for what will they think of you the first time they meet you, and I'm pulling for what you'll think of them. I hope you guys can see them like popping out. We got 2 cards that came out for that. Their feelings for you. And you know, what this spread was made with, was made with the intention to see possible love connections, whether they'll be serious or not. And with this spread, you'll be able to decide if you essentially want to further these connections or not. Just got a really nice gust of cool wind. I don't know where you guys are, but I'm in Texas, and so for us, it's normally hot, right, and muggy here, or just hot, but we're getting some really nice weather, and it's actually rainy today, my favorite type of weather. Don't think I'm working today either, from what I saw last night. So I work a part-time, fully remote position. This is the first fully remote position I've ever worked, but you know, it's been really good. It's been really good, and it allows me more freedom and time to pursue passions and different projects. And so here I am reading tarot cards, which I would have never thought. But okay, so yeah, so now your feelings for them. Feelings for them. 3 more cards, guys. The strength of the connection. Let's just move these. Make sure I'm on the right, yeah. So I want to make sure I'm just putting my correct intention into the ones that flip. The weakness of the connection. And lastly, long-term potential. Two came out for that. Okay. Bottom of the deck, we have the Queen of Pentacles. So I'll be taking that as the overall energy. Yeah, I have my patio door open right here next to me, not too far, so and I do have a mic set up, so hopefully it's not too loud, the background noise, but if so, I'll ensure and adjust that next time, aka just keep the door closed. I think there's something too, sometimes hearing any confirmations from the environment, possibly. You know, you take it with a grain of salt, whether it resonates or not. Okay, my friends, so this is again a coming of love interest spread. The overall energy is the Queen of Pentacles. And you can see she looks very fruitful here in the card. So the overall energy I'm getting in this coming love interest is stability, abundance, nurturing, kind partners, and domestic comfort. So really beautiful start. The first card, which I'm flipping over right now, okay, the Ten of Swords in reverse, and this is who is your coming love interest. So certainly someone that's been through the ringer, right? Let's see here. Yeah, I'm definitely getting that's like they just went through some, you know, they went through something. Whether that's, you know, they were just in survival mode for a while and they're finally kind of coming back into alignment. Yeah, like, I mean, they were betrayed. And more so recently, you know, the Ten of Swords reverse indicates this person is having a hard time moving on after a recent betrayal or loss. They have repressed their sadness about the situation and may be holding on to resentment or anger. So they're in a period of healing and improvement, right, guys? I mean, you know, I feel like we can never actually fully heal. And I was listening, Aaron Doty released a video not too long ago that, you know, while we are all on a path of healing in whatever way that looks, I mean, can anyone ever say they reach pure perfect healing? I mean, maybe, but I would say 98% of us no. So it's a journey, right? And so it just depends where this person is on their journey, because if they're not healed enough, it could bleed into the connection, into this connection. And that's something that I experienced myself in this last love connection that I ended, or that I am currently in the process of ending. But it's like, they were not healed to where it definitely projected into our 3D, like his pains and all that type of stuff. And so, you know, it's okay question. If, you know, I personally never ask, and I don't know why, but I think it's okay to ask. And I've been asked before. It's like, well, how long ago was your last relationship? You know, like, how long, you know, so if you're kind of already knowing what you want, and like, you know, like you want a solid commitment that can grow into something, and you know, that type of mentality, and this person, you know, just got out of a relationship 4 weeks ago, you know what I'm saying? Out of a 2-year relationship versus, oh, he got out, or whatever, they got out of a relationship 4 weeks ago, but they were only went on a couple dates. You know, do your due diligence, guys, okay? We'll see if we get more information as we get more into it here, though. As of now, this is the spread that I pull the most cards for, the 12 spread. And I need to change my laptop settings. Okay, there we go. Okay, so now we're looking at their work and their job. This one we're going to flip over together now. Strength card. So this card is for like, what do they do for their work or job? Like, what do they do to sustain themselves? Oops. Oh, okay. So, I mean, the strength card, so it seems that whatever they're doing, they're self-mastered what they do for their career. They tend to make bold career moves, and they take big steps. So, you know, this could be an entrepreneur of some sort. It's indicating a very patient individual who's likely to accomplish anything they put their mind to. They have a fearlessness to them in a way in which, like, they don't shy away from speaking their mind. So just, yeah, whatever they're doing in their career, that's definitely nice. They have a fortitude about them. Excellent. Okay, so the third card is their quality, and this one we're flipping over. Okay, Ace of Swords. Okay, so their quality, like as a energy or as a person. Well, unfortunately, I'm seeing they're not. It seems like they're not the best. Definitely, there's miscommunication. They're not the best communicator, guys. They may even have a tendency to self-sabotage by like kind of getting into these hostile stances, like during maybe any arguments. They may be someone to use painful words if it gets super heated. Again, we're talking about like their quality as like a person or energy right now. It seems this person is not as tapped into their intuition as perhaps you are. Whether that's to say they're spiritual or at all or not, I don't know. But because this card is like indicating that whoever this is, it's like they're not tapped into their intuition. They're not really clear. There's some confusion in the air about, I don't know, what it is they want in life or just a particular situation right now. So the next card is their possible downfall. So we're pulling this one again together. Okay, Six of Cups. So with the Six of Cups, like, it's very indicative, like, of nostalgia. And so that does worry me about this situation here. Because, again, they could have been betrayed in work and romance and their finances. So we don't really know, right? But with the Six of Cups coming out, it did, the first thing I felt was that, perhaps if they're not healed over a certain person, that they could end up going back or just letting it, like, poison any connection, whether with you or not, just poison it. So let's take a look at the Six of Cups, though. Okay, so this is their possible downfall. Yeah, reconnecting with ex, guys. Attempting to relive happy memories. This could also indicate that they're healing after a breakup, so it really... But again, with this being their possible downfall, it would seem more so that... Yeah, it's like... This is that they're not healed. Just, their possible downfall is not repeating past mistakes. This card could signify that someone from this person's past will return. It could be a friend, mentor. I mean, we So again, you'll have to take it how it resonates. If there is a love interest that you start to find out more about and it seems that they just got out of a relationship, you may want to kind of just see, just asking questions is fine, guys. It's not that serious. If that scares them off, like, okay, bye. But I'm just really getting that, yeah, there's like just they still have an ex on their mind, guys. I mean, especially with the imagery here. It's like they have the strength in some areas of life, but, not in that department. Oh, okay, sorry. I was like, where was I now? Okay. Oh yeah, so the fun part. So we have this one already flipped, but we have the Hangman reversed. But this card simply is a possible clue or any insight into what they could look like in the 3D. And mind you, it doesn't necessarily need to look like the Hanged Man, you know, like this gentleman here with long blonde locks, but take a look at also the personality here that you see in his face. What kind of emotions is he relaying? Take in whatever clues you might or that resonate with you. I mean, so, you know, Major Arcana card. This person seems strong, you know, fit. Like they do care about their health. Looks like they could, you know, I'm getting a look like they've been, you know, through it, or like even in early childhood, like they had a tougher life. It seems that they could definitely enjoy the outdoors. Let's see, you know, what I'm seeing here. Really brilliant mind. And you know, again, this is whatever side of the connection you resonate with. This doesn't just have to mean that it's indicating that a male will appear in the 3D. That's why I'm trying to take in all the characteristics here. But you can see the bright, like, halo around his head. So I just feel like he's very brilliant or very spiritual, like very tapped in, tuned in, turned on, you know? Well, I mean, I say that, but then again, this card was indicating that this person needs to go within. So they could just be very brilliant, yeah, in work and like what they do. Okay, so the next card is what will they think of you the first time they meet? And we have the Nine of Cups that had flipped out. And the Nine of Cups, to me, he's in a pleasant state of waiting. That little smirk on his face. It's like he knows that he's confident in Source. He knows that what is meant for him will be. So they're gonna see you just as a really positive person. Like it's just like I see him as a positive person. Like they're gonna see you as a positive person, which is gonna increase their positivity. They're gonna see you as that, like you appreciate life, and to include your love life, and that you're very cheerful, you know, and that like talking with you, it makes, you know, brings them happiness. Yeah, I mean, they see you as successful and someone who is set out to achieve their goals. So really good light, really good light. The next one is what you will think of them the first time you guys meet. Now I did get 2 cards, so I got the Magician and the Seven of Wands reversed. They may see you as, I don't know, maybe a little more On the extroverted side, maybe a little gossipy. Let's take a look here. The Magician. Let me make sure I'm like understanding this right. Take this how it resonates. What I'm getting for the Magician reversed is that in some way when they first meet you, they're gonna see you as perhaps wasting your talents. And that's not it's not bad to say perhaps. It's just that because they're like, wow, she's so intelligent and da 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 da, like, you know, I wonder why she's doing, you know, XYZ. Not to take that as in they would be judging per se. Like, I'm not getting that in a negative way at all. And my apologies. As I'm clarifying, I just read how they will see you. So this is how you will think of them the first time you meet. So that's why I was sitting here kind of like something feels off. Like okay, so I'm back on track, guys. My apologies. So with that being said, I think that the first time you meet them, you may feel like it was an awkward conversation. Again, there was something to do with poor communication earlier, I believe, that we touched on, but this card also, it's as if you may feel like they're not communicating effectively or clearly, you know? It just kind of leaves you feeling like, wait, what? Like, or maybe like, were they hitting on me? Were they not hitting on me? Like, what am I supposed to do with that? Like, it's gonna be like, what just happened? And there's something about, you know, romantic illusion or trickery, low willpower for love. So they may come off as like, you know, be careful of like love bombing, but they may come off as like even just very flirtatious, even though they're not like, you know, if they are here stuck in like a past situation or whatever it is that they went through, if they're still dealing with that, then, you know, they may not be looking to get into something so incredibly serious right off the bat. And, you know, anyone should respect that as long as this person is communicating that effectively and transparently and up front. Allow them that time to heal and to process, you know, whatever it is they need to process. Then we have the Seven of Wands reversed. So what you will think of them. I'm just getting a feeling that you may think that they like you more than they're letting on, but because the Seven of Wands is about setting boundaries, but it's like, it's not like they're necessarily setting boundaries. They're, you can tell they want something with you, but something's holding them back, type of thing. That's why you're like, you know, is this like, are they playing with me? Is this, do they like me? Do they not like me? Type of feeling. So, all right, let's move forward. So now, where are we? We're on card 8. Okay, so this is their overall feelings for you. 10 of Wands reversed. So yeah, guys, I feel like their overall feelings for you in this loving, remember this is like a loving, coming of love interest spread that we're doing. It's as if they've been carrying a huge weight on their shoulders that I feel like they see you as essentially just a way to occupy their mind. You know, I feel like we've all been there. We've all done that to some extent. I mean, so don't take it personally, but you have to take everything into consideration, right? Again, their feelings for you. Yeah, failure to share burdens. It's like it's hard for them to or they're having a failure to share the burdens with you, or they are finding emotional support in you. So it's one of the two, guys, and take what resonates, but they're either having, you know, they're failing to communicate with you, or they are finding emotional support in you, and you just need to ensure that it's coming from a place of, you know, not coming from a place of malice, you know, or just the ego of where, oh, you know, this is just preoccupying my mind and until, so you know, the ex comes back type of situation. And guys, we all have incredible ass powers within us. Like, listen to your intuition. If you feel like something is off, go with it, you know. And to me, it's like, ain't no need to test that. I want to go back to the Hanged Man, because we did just talk about physical features, but I did want to read the card overall, and I really don't remember. I feel like I did not. So let's just take a look. So this is an indication of like what they may look like, but to maybe their personality. Possible stalling, disinterest. If it's not that, it could be that they're coming around to new perspectives on love, you know, making changes in their love life, like actually, like I said, doing the work to heal. Like you can see they want to move forward, but if they're constantly like talking about their ex and engaging in like low vibe activities, you know, just, we know what we got to do, guys. Okay. Yeah, you may view them as like they're in a period of suspension, but I mean, you can see it's like he's actually, if he just like puts his foot down, he's on the ground. Or excuse me, I lied. That's actually... Why does that not make sense? Sorry, it's a little early in the morning. I'm still half asleep here. Okay, I'm not quite where I was going with that, but anyway, let's let's move on to card 9, which is your feelings for them, and this one we're flipping over. 5 of Wands, yeah. Like it's like a struggle to get. You feel like they're going through a struggle, like a mental struggle, or that they're just hard to talk to. Again, we did talk about like difficult communication. Maybe you're the type of person to be like, you know, what's going on, and they don't want to talk. So your feelings for them. I don't know, guys. It can take what resonates. There could be a little bit of tension, you know, a little bit of clashing of egos. You know, when you first kind of meet someone, you're trying to see how well y'all vibe with each other. But there could be competition between suitors. So take that if it resonates that this person is stuck on someone. Because this person could be dealing with like a conflict between lovers, or like what they want in their mind. Or this could just even simply mean playful banter, if things are going well in the connection. But this is something about guys, the communication is just not there, because this card is a reminder to be vigilant and just review things twice. Make sure you understand things twice to avoid future miscommunications. Again, depending on your situation, if you remain strong and patient, you know, this, whatever little issue it is, could be overcome with diplomacy, but not at the expense of your peace of mind, guys, right? So if it just depends on what's going on, what resonates with you. Card 10, the strength of the connection. We have the World reversed. Okay. The strength of the connection. I'm like, there's not much strength in this card. Okay, so with the World in reverse, the positives that we can take out of this for the strength of the connection is that it's indicating a positive opportunity for growth. This card can signify a period like of transformation and growth. So by addressing the underlying issues, you can strengthen your bond. So, if there are underlying issues and your partner's willing to actually work, and put their focus into, both of y'all into uplifting the connection, then, take that and roll with it, guys, for sure. But for sure, to strengthen the connection, there needs to be honest communication about feelings, needs, and expectations. To strengthen the connection, it would be important to let go of the past, like releasing any resentment, anger, fear, whatever that looks like to y'all. I've found some that I very much enjoy doing guided meditations that I find on YouTube, specifically Aaron Doty. But if y'all are looking for somewhere to start, certainly start there. And then it would behoove y'all to embrace change and be open to new experiences and opportunities for growth. And then practicing patience will be important here, as building a strong relationship takes time and effort. The world in reverse doesn't necessarily mean the end, right, of a connection. It could be a catalyst for positive change and growth. Position 11, the weakness of the connection. We have the Ten of Pentacles upright. I don't know if y'all can hear the rain out there. I think I was talking on it earlier, but I've got my mic here set up, so hopefully y'all can. That was kind of my intention when I opened the patio door this morning. To me personally, I find it peaceful, the sound of rain. And as I'm sure y'all may have noticed, I have a candle on in the background, which, if y'all hear like it's like a wood wick candle, and so it kind of has a certain sound to it, which I hope y'all like in the background of my roots. But we were on Ten of Pentacles. Okay. So, weakness of the connection. The biggest weakness I'm getting, I'm not sure. Let me see, I'm going to kind of consult here. Yes. Alright. I was just consulting Google, but that's kind of where I was feeling with this. The very first thing I felt was like a windfall. Like, maybe, I don't know, maybe I'll come into money, or one of y'all gets an inheritance type of thing, but like, that it almost just kind of creates like a challenge, in the connection. And then, from what I'm seeing here, is there could be an overemphasis like on material things, to the point of like where one or both of you are now more so focused on material possessions or financial security, potentially neglecting the emotional connection. Also touching on materialism, it could be a lack of long-term vision, like a lack of shared goals or vision for the future. So, if this isn't, I don't know how new this connection is, but I always like to tell or to suggest that, it's a very simple question to ask someone in the early stages of dating, which is simply, what are you looking for in a connection? It's not necessarily what are you looking for in a relationship. It's a little softer sounding, connection, because a relationship does hold, which is fine to use that word. It's just at the very beginning, because if they want a relationship, they'll let you know, and then certainly you can let them know that's what you're looking for if that's the case. Depending on your situation, it could be possible indications of that, like, or maybe you already know that your family wouldn't approve this individual for whatever reason, or there's social pressures that could be causing tension or conflict. But to address these potential issues from weakening the connection, consider opening your communication. Prioritize the emotional connection between y'all. Be flexible and adaptable. Of course, this is for both sides. And then work toward your shared goals and dreams. If there are no shared goals and dreams, that's something you may want to put a pin in sooner rather than later. And finally, the long-term potential of this connection. So we got 2 cards that came out, which were 5 of Cups and Knight of Pentacles reversed. So the Knight of Pentacles, long-term potential, okay. With the Knight of Pentacles, I'm getting, for the long term, indications that there may be a dull relationship, and that there's some possible indication of neglection in the future. You may get to the point one day where you just feel like you lack inspiration in the connection with this person. And if this resonates, perhaps you are too conservative and prefer to use outdated methods that are no longer effective. With the 5 of Cups reversed, long-term potential. The long-term potential, it does seem that this person will be moving on from this past relationship, and that they will heal from old wounds. So this card is about acceptance, moving on, finding peace, seeing the positives. So yeah, just with these 2 cards again, I'm either getting a lack of initiative, And while the cards may highlight some challenges, there is still hope for a strong connection. But that'll take, addressing the possible energies here that would improve the connection. So if that resonated with you guys, I hope this helped shed some light on a current energy you're entertaining. I'm just kind of getting an overall here view. Yeah, I mean, you're definitely having someone come in that's been hurt in the past. They may be in a period of still trying to heal over someone. So definitely right now, like, you can tell they're just not in the position for something super like serious right off the bat. Like they definitely have some work to do. And you're gonna feel like there's a little competition. They see you in a good light. You see their strength in whatever it is that they pursue for their livelihood. You may see them as a little bit of a, like, not quite reached king status yet. There may be some potential that you see in this person and you're willing to kind of work on that. Again, this person will spark your interest. You'll kind of see like it's something about their eyes, but you'll know there's like a sadness that they hide behind it. They're very charismatic, but it's like it intrigues you to want to know more about this person. I mean, right now, for sure, I mean, there's definitely going to be, I believe, a fear of commitment. But again, we did pull this card. As a strength card, so there is opportunity for growth. But the underlying issues need to be addressed, which is honest communication, letting go of the past, being patient with each other. I mean, because we do see here that there could be a possibility of a solid connection where eventually you two end up getting married, having children, dogs, just having the community and the wealth to build a family and to just build abundance, especially here with the Queen of Pentacles, which is our overall energy. But again, let me look one last time. So the Five of Cups, let's see here. The Knight of Pentacles, though, I'm getting as a in the long term, a feeling of stagnation at some point. So, which I suppose you hear a lot of people get to that point. So maybe always look into how to complement each other's energies, and a lot of it takes healing on both parts to understand that you can't control each other, to control your own emotions, things of that nature, like solid foundations like that. I want to pull one more card for the Five of Cups, just a clarification card. Fall out. I don't know what it is yet. Let me see here. Okay. Alright, so that actually... Okay, perfect. So I wanted to get more clarification on this card, because initially I was feeling and reading it as that this indicates a shift away from dwelling on the past and moving towards healing and acceptance for this person. But then, I'm seeing other indications that this could be actually dwelling on the past, like dwelling on past mistakes or disappointments. But I was like, no, that's not really what I'm feeling here. But I wanted to pull a clarifier card, right, just to ensure. And the Eight of Swords, like, together these cards may imply that while someone may be feeling stuck in a situation due to perhaps past hurts, they're on a brink of breaking free from these limitations. So, and that was for the long-term overall potential. So, in a way, yeah, guys, this looks like it could be a connection that you would want to entertain, but again, it depends on what all resonated, and I hope that you got some clarity with that read today. I really do enjoy doing the coming of love interest spread, so happy to have been here today with y'all, and have a good one.